been for you? It was a lot of 4 last year. You started out your career playing a lot of 5. This year, when you're kind of maybe toggling back and forth the difference between 4 and 5, is it a different challenge for you this season as opposed to previous seasons in terms of your role on both ends?
Nah, not really. I mean, I've always had to really kind of switch my mindset whether I'm at the 4 or 5, guarding or defensively. So, I mean, that's something that I'm kind of used to, and I'm able to make that transition quickly. And just kind of just learning who's in front of me, and who I'm on the floor with offensively.
What are the challenges maybe defensively? Trying to keep different coverages and responsibilities straight if you are 4 or 5.
I think just remembering that I'm in high drop and stuff like that instead of just switching out. I mean, it would be easier to switch out, but I mean that's probably not what the coverage calls for. So at times, just trying to train my mind like, okay, I'm at the 5. Let's say with somebody like Daryl out there, somebody I'm in the high drop. So just understand, like I said, just understanding who I'm guarding and the time situation at that point.
Is there any difference offensively?
Yeah. I think when I'm at the 4, I'm in the corners or I'm in action a little bit less, but just making reads and stuff like that. Whereas when I'm at the 5, I'm kind of like quarterbacking the offense in a way, whether we're delay or going second side actions or picking, popping, and rolling and stuff like that.
You guys look a little undersized, obviously, when Rudy's not out there, and obviously that's impacted the rebounding. That was the same case 3 years ago. It seemed like you guys forced so many turnovers that it kind of made up for it.
Yeah.
Do you see that as something that maybe like that second unit, or the units where Rudy's not out there, that
yeah.
could be something where you guys maybe have to make up ground?
For sure. But also, I think I think if we do that, we get those stops or those turnovers, whatever the case may be. I think we just got to take it a step further just to finish the play with those rebounds. In that case, or so forth and so on. So I think we can do a combination of both. So I don't think it's just a makeup. I think we can do both.
How much does it change things not to have Cat like you did in the playoffs against Jokic?
I mean, it's huge, but kind of similar role that I play. So I think I can make up some ground for that. I kind of had moments for Cat where he maybe hurt last year or stuff like that where I had to step up. So kind of just thinking of it like that.
What have you learned about defending Jokic over the years? I think your first year, my first game was having to tangle with him. Where have you grown just to that matchup over the years? And learning how to defend him?
I hear you.
One of your first games in the NBA was defending Jokic.
Right.
So what have you learned about just playing against him over the years that you've acquired?
Just kind of trying to study him. I mean, he's got good touch. He moves his body well. He's a great passer, as everybody knows. So just kind of like, just making quick decisions with him. Trying to just beat him to the spots. Kind of play physical at some points. Just kind of mixing it up.
You guys have so many good offensive players on this team, like sharing the floor right now. How do you all manage to kind of get in and stay in a rhythm?
I think just playing for each other. I like to think that when you do a good deed, I guess a good deed will come around to you. So I guess just screening away, cut into the rim, things like that. Making plays for the next person. I think you'll get your chance to shine. So I think kind of all of us have that same mentality, especially the second group. Just make sure the ball flow.
It's a Game 7 in Denver. A lot of plays were made late. Mike winning the jump ball, while he was kind of banged up and stuff. What did it mean to see him just kind of throw it all in there and just do whatever he had to take to get that moment?
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, Mike never shies from a challenge. He hates being posted up, so stuff like that is always funny to see. He's a small guy, but he doesn't have a small mindset. So it's good to see stuff like that. It's funny, especially from an older guy.
When you have a guy like Randall on the team, does that give that extra incentive to cut, slash to the corners just because he is such a good passer?
You're perfect. I was just about to say that. Yeah, he's a great passer. He's looking. I think a lot of times when he's in the post, he's looking to pass first. So just making those cuts and those reads for him, and then he can go to work and stuff like that too. So just obviously, like I said, just making those cuts, whatever it is, letting yourself just flow into a game where he has the ball in the post. So just going.
Thanks, Naz.